Well, President Obama has returned to Washington after a weekend vacation in Florida where he played golf with Tiger Woods. But now the president will have to face some backlash over a White House leaked immigration reform proposal. The Obama administration is reportedly working on a backup plan in case Congress fails to get something done. Well, joining us from Washington is Anna Palmer, reporter for Politico. Anna, good morning.
Good morning.
So we have this, I guess, leaked document. I don't know if it was deliberately leaked or not, from the White House. Anything surprising in it, or is it the sort of stuff we've seen before from the president?
This is something that really lays out more clearly than kind of some of the past things that he has said, exactly what he sees as some of the key areas that he's going to focus on. But it's very similar to what he did at his speech in Las Vegas, where he laid out some real broad brushstrokes.
Certainly, some lawmakers have been pretty critical. I think Marco Rubio said it would be dead on arrival if the proposal, the way it is, showed up before him and other lawmakers. What's been the feedback?
It's funny because these are many of the same issues that Obama has brought up on the trail and before, where he sees immigration reform going. But this, I think, is a lot more having to do with politics and partisanship in Washington. Republicans in the Senate and the House have warned Obama repeatedly over the last month about not going first, not kind of, sullying the waters and the negotiating pool before they can kind of come up with their own proposal.
Because certainly you have this bipartisan group that's supposed to be working on immigration reform. What sort of effect do you think this leak will have on the work that they're doing?
It gives Republicans certainly a talking point in terms of pushing back on where President Barack Obama wants to go. But does it actually have any effect on the details and this group meeting and the staffs continuing to meet? I don't think so. I think they have a real sense of urgency in the fact that they want to come up with their own proposal first.
We're looking at this, leaked proposal, but what has that group been doing? How far along are they in their work?
They've continued to meet. It's been really very little information since they first put out their proposal, which was really broad brush strokes. One of the things that we see a disagreement, or so far where there hasn't been kind of the same proposals put forward by the Senate group and the White House, has been on future flow, or what is the status of future immigrants coming into this country. And that's one of the things that we really are going to see a lot of details needing to come out before any real proposal kind of gets to the floor in the Senate.
Any other sticking points with the proposal that we're seeing from the White House? I know there was some concern about, no mention of security at the border or work permits for illegal immigrants that are here.
Republicans have really focused on border security, and they want to tie some of the provisions in terms of having potential undocumented immigrants that are in the country now being able to find a path towards citizenship. And so this kind of debate and this push-pull is something that is really just foreshadowing of what is going to be a lot of March in terms of the debate going forward.
We have Congress off for a week now. When they come back, they have to deal with the sequestration. The Chuck Hagel nomination is still sort of hanging. Are we ever going to get to immigration reform, do you think?
They certainly have a full plate, and one thing this Congress has not been very good at is kind of walking and chewing gum at the same time, dealing with multiple issues. However, immigration reform proponents have really put that time frame to March, and as one of the things that has really been pointed out in this leaking of the document is that the White House has tried to continually pressure Congress to act, saying, we want you to go first, but if you fail, we are not going to just not do anything on this issue.
Anna Palmer, reporter for Politico. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks so much.